Hi dear children, welcome back to our biology class. In the previous class, we studied about food security and crisis in the agriculture sector. Today we are going to study about the microbial fertilizers, the unscientific application of chemical fertilizers, how to control pests, and integrated pest management. Okay children, let's start our class.
Farmers use different kinds of fertilizers in order to increase the fertility of soil. You are familiar with different kinds of fertilizers such as chemical fertilizers, biofertilizers, green leaf manure, etc. Children, look at this picture. Microbial fertilizer for better yield. What is a microbial fertilizer? The microbial fertilizers are substances that contain microorganisms. These organisms help to increase the fertility of the soil. The presence of these microbes enables increase in the soil factors which are essential for plant growth. The bacteria like Rhizobium, Azospirillum, Acetobacter, and aquatic plants like Azolla can be used to increase the nitrogen content in the soil. There are some things to be taken care of. The microbial fertilizers are added to the soil. The things to be taken care of are: first one, ensure the availability of biofertilizers in the soil. Second one, proper irrigation should be provided. Third one, chemical fertilizers or chemical pesticides should not be used. That is, when we add microbial fertilizers, we should only add the biofertilizers in the soil. We should not add chemical fertilizers or chemical pesticides. And we give the proper irrigation to the plants. The microorganisms can exist in soil only if these precautions are taken. Children, do you know the consequences of unscientific application of chemical fertilizers? Yes, the chemical fertilizers affect the composition of soil, microorganisms in soil. It causes health issues, financial factors. How the chemical fertilizers affect the composition of soil? It changes the total texture of the soil. It destroys the tiny organisms, lower the quantity of carbon in the soil. Next, the microorganism in soil. The continuous use of chemical fertilizers, weedicides, pesticides, etc. adversely affect the soil. The chemical fertilizers suppress the growth of the minute creatures and the soil loses its texture. The next one, the health issues. All the pesticides are high poisonous to pests, insects, birds, vegetables, etc. And these cause many health problems. It also pollutes our air, water and soil. Next, the financial factors. The continuous cultivation of a crop leads to scarcity to certain nutrients in the soil. To overcome this problem, we add more manure. This will increase the cost of production. The chemical pesticides destroy pests totally, but when the pests acquire resistance, the quantity of pesticides has to be increased. Excessive application of chemical pesticides causes many environmental and health issues.
Next, we are going to study about how to control pests.
The pests can be controlled by using ultrasonic sound waves, but these technologies are not accessible to farmers. The another possibility of controlling the multiplication of pests is destroying the reproductive capacity of male pests using radiations. The next method is using pheromone traps. The devices like pheromone trap are becoming more widespread. The method employed here is to attract and destroy insects using artificial substances that have a chemical nature. It is similar to the pheromones emitted by insects. The pheromones are chemicals. It is secreted outside the body. The most insects use pheromones to communicate. But the pheromone trap has some demerits. The first one, it is easily evaporated by heat and wind. And the second one, it is dissolved by water. The next one is pests and their natural enemies. Predators, parasites, and pathogens of pests can be called natural enemies of pests. The service of these organisms may be effectively utilized in agriculture. Children, do you know what is pathogen? It is small organism, virus or bacteria that can cause diseases. The next is integrated pest management, IPM. The basic principle of integrated pest management is not the destruction of pests totally. Instead, it tries to prevent the multiplication of pests and to limit their number without loss of crop. This is an eco-friendly method. It ensures the pest control without disturbing the environment. This is done by reducing the use of chemical pesticides and it encouraging the application of biopesticides, natural enemies of pest, mechanical pest control, etc.
So, the basic principle of integrated pest management is not the destruction of pests totally. It tries to prevent the multiplication of pests and to limit their number without loss of crop. It reduces the use of chemical pesticides and encouraging the application of biopesticides, natural enemies of pests, and mechanical pest control.
Dear children, let's conclude our today's topic. Today we studied about microbial fertilizers, consequences of unscientific application of chemical fertilizers, how to control pests, integrated pest management. I hope all of you understood today's topic. Thank you.